We stopped at a junkyard and the woman wouldn't let us in the yard, but she said there's a pick-apart. Wherever this pick-apart is, I don't even know. It's a main street right there, but up behind the cement block wall, there's stuff been sitting here for 30, 40 years. Thunderbirds and Cougars and Comets and Rancheros and Ramblers and Valiants and more Ramblers and Grand Prix and a Fiat Spider and a 64 Galaxy and a Pinto and a Catalina. Maybe I'll find a sedan with the big nose. 1972. First year for the experimental 5 mile an hour, 2.5 mile an hour bumper. It springs right back. A Pinto Pony and a half a Corvair. It was actually a Corvair parked outside a 65 Corsa. I didn't know it, but they only offered the pinstripe on the Corsa for the first part. Willow Run W. They only offered the pinstripe for the first part of the year. Chrysler, 1961. Oh my, this junkyard is full of old, dusty, dry cars. Maybe I'll find a Citroën. Jumpy! Citroën or Renault? Keep forgetting. More Corvairs. Pontiac, 74. Granville, Bonneville, Grand Prix, boats, Lincolns. That's late model stuff. Billy? Are you in the woods? Had it!
Garbage, junk.
That was a Willow Run car. This is a Los Angeles car. Why'd they call it Oakland on the earlies? O and L.
Plant. Must have had 2 plants.
Did they have 2 plants?
Must have been old Oakland.
Sport sedan. Oh, it's got an AM/FM multiplex with an 8-track.
Groovy.
Yeah, sure.
This is the cheapy one with 500. Garbage.
Yeah, and they stopped off. It's a stick shift too, probably a 3-speed. Oh, it has disc brakes. See? Disc brakes.
Definitely.
Junk. Yeah, we find all the junkyard. You just ask. You stop at an auto parts store or an industrial park area where they got some guys with greasy fingers. You ask them, where's the Galaxy 500s? Like from Hawaii 5.0. They tell you it's right in front of the Lincoln Continental. 1971.
Ranchero GT.
Parked beside the GT Ranchero 1973. AM/FM stereo, tilt steering.
But that's late something.
Got the big motor. 351M, or Cleveland, 351 M400, which is the Cleveland motor, which is the one that knocked. I had one of these back in the day. Torino 2-door. What did that thing rattle before it blew up? Ford Motor Company in USA, 1979. Wow, they made this thing all the way up until almost 1950. Blink. Here's half a license plate. Who says these doors don't close well? Even I couldn't make a door close better than that. Nowhere on the pins. GT 351M 400. Troublesome motor. Crankshaft problems. Oil pump, bearings, bushings. Something was wrong with those motors. They just all rattle. Then they'd throw a rod through the block. Oh, just piles of Fords and Chevys and Chevys. Granada, Tomato, Tomata. 68 Riviera, 70 Riviera with big brakes. That'll slow you down in your Corvair. 61 Ranchero, based on the Falcon.
Oh, that's 64.
This is 64. That Ranchero was a 79. You're right.
I thought it was like 70.
65 Cadillac. What a party barge. I wonder what year they stopped offering that abbreviated trunk Cadillac. Look at the size of these brackets. Big, thick backing plates. Junk. Guide 68. This stuff's just been sitting here for years, just roasting in the sun. Another Rambler. Rusted. Need that piece of trim for your Rambler. There it is. I'll save it for you. Rusted. What is this? Methylation lights, heater, Sonomatic. Buick! It's a Buick. Wouldn't you really rather have a Buick? Good place for the mice to hide. Straight 8 Buick. 6-cylinder. 6-volt rather. Straight 8 with a 6-cylinder. Sorry. Duh. Cadillac Fleetwood. Junk. Mercury Park Lane. 1967. 66. Pretty close. Close only counts in horseshoes. Beautiful junk. Buick with portholes, 3 portholes. Rusted. Ravaged. One-piece windshield must have been the first year for that. Straight 8 engine. Somebody put a V8 in it. It's got a crossover. Straight 8 Buick. Buick had a straight 8 till 54, 55. Pontiac had a straight 8 till 54. Another Ranchero, Grenada, Lincoln, Topaz, Lincoln. Wow, this junkyard's big. It's just piles of cars. Where's the Chevy? Pick apart. Pick apart. Dusty junkyard. No Citroen jump piece. I gotta find a speedometer cable so I can check the mud in my transmission. I keep forgetting. Need to find a car with a dash that's been removed and just pull the cable. Pull the inner sheathing, the inner cable out of the sheathing. Jab scrap. Oh, Suburban. Isn't this fun, boys and girls? Got Miss CW's emergency brake release handle. Got 3 of them. 3 for $1. If this has rear air, which it does, it'll have that fitting under the hood that I need. So I can weld it shut and block off my rear air and get air conditioning just in time for next summer. Wouldn't you know it? Someone grabbed the T. Gotta figure out what I need off this 2-wheel drive. Probably a big block 454. Another one, newer one. Ford F-250. Suburbans everywhere.